Welcome to this Unacademy CAT4MBA channel, and this is the daily life. My name is Ronak Shah, and in this session we are going to continue with the number system and the modulus concept that we started yesterday. So this is the part 2 of number system session. Okay, let me quickly introduce myself before we proceed. So as you know that I have completed my MBA and I'm also an engineer. I have trained more than 10,000 students for various MBA entrance exams in last 12 years. And I have personally scored more than 99 percentile in CAT exam. And on the slide we have also displayed our team. So we have the best of educators on this particular channel, which is Unacademy CAT4MBA. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, I'll suggest you to subscribe to this channel, and also do not forget to press the bell icon so that you get the notification about our daily live sessions. Just to quickly tell you about the agenda for this session. So in this session we are going to revise the concepts that we had discussed in lecture 1. So these are the concepts that we discussed: classification of numbers, rational versus irrational numbers, then Bodmas rule, something that you must have studied during school. So this is what we are going to revise. Then modulus, greatest integer function and least integer function, and then we are going to solve plenty of practice questions. So I'm sure all of you are geared up. Make sure that you have your water bottle with you, because it's going to be 1 hour of rigorous session. Keep your notebook and pen with you, of course. So before we proceed, just to quickly tell you, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do it. And you can also subscribe to our Telegram channel. In fact, we are going to start with this Telegram discussion group, so you can also be part of that, and you will get regular updates on that as well. Talking about our subscription, so in case if you want to enhance your preparation, if you want to attend more sessions, you can come to Unacademy platform. You can avail the subscription. There are various subscription plans available which are displayed on your screen. So we have 1 month plan, 3 month plan, 6 months plan, then 1 year and 2 year plan. I'll always recommend to go for either 1 year plan or 2 year plan. The simple reason, it's very cost effective, and your CAT preparation is not going to end after CAT exam, because I'm sure you are also targeting the other MBA entrance exam like SNAP, CET, CMAT, NMAT, ZAT and all, right? So we are going to give you complete support on this platform, Unacademy platform. You will also get access to the mock test series, then leaderboard, and you will be able to discuss with me on a personal level. So these are certain advantages of subscription plan. You can use my referral code, which is SHAH10. So using that you can get special 10% discount. So this is what you can use. Now coming back to the concept, so let's quickly revise. We had discussed this classification of number system. So whatever number you take at the in the world, it can be classified in 2 categories: real numbers and imaginary numbers. So imaginary numbers, as I mentioned earlier, it's not in our syllabus. Just for your information, if I take number like root of -4, so this is nothing but 2i. So this is an imaginary number. Okay, we don't need to discuss imaginary numbers. We need to focus on real numbers. All the questions in CAT exam are based on real numbers. It's clearly mentioned over there, right? So this is one relief for you. Real numbers can further be classified as rational and irrational number. You understand all those numbers which can be represented in P by Q form are rational numbers, and those numbers which can't be represented in P by Q form are irrational numbers. So all these numbers like root 2, cube root of 2, and so on and so forth, root 8, all of these are irrational numbers. Further, rational numbers can be classified as integers and fractions. Integers as whole numbers and negative numbers. Fractions as proper, improper, mixed fraction. So we had detailed discussion on these concepts in the previous session. In case if you missed that session, then you can quickly review that particular video and you can understand these concepts, right? Rational, irrational numbers, so we had understood that in detail. We had solved few questions as well, right? Bodmas rule, so understand this rule. You apply the mathematical operators in a particular order, and that's nothing but Bodmas rule, right? So first vinculum, that means bar has to be cleared, then you solve the brackets, then you use off means multiplication, then division, again multiplication sign, addition and subtraction. So this is the order in which mathematical operators are applied or used. Coming back to modulus, so yesterday I had clearly explained that what is modulus. So modulus indicates distance of one number from another number on number line. So for example, if I say mode of 5, so this has to be interpreted as mode of 5 minus 0. That means distance of 5 from 0 on the number line. So we know distance of 5 from 0 is of course 5 unit, and since distance is not distance cannot be a negative quantity, so modulus result is always positive or 0. right? In general, mode of x minus a indicates distance of x from a on the number line, right? So this is what you had to understand. Talking about greatest integer value, right? Yeah, hi Rajat Kumar, good evening. Good evening. So greatest integer value, so greatest integer function. So for example, if I ask you to find out greatest integer value of this number 3.1, so this will be 3. The simple rule is you need to find out greatest integer smaller than or equal to the given number. Please remember this word smaller than or equal to. Okay, so for example, if I ask you to find out greatest integer value for 4, so answer will be 4 because 4 itself is an integer. So the greatest integer smaller than or equal to 4 is 4 itself, right? So or if you want, what you can do is you can put that number on the number line and then you can see whether it's an integer. If it's an integer, the answer will be that number itself. But if it's not an integer, then what you will have to do is you will have to check the first rightmost digit on the number line, first leftmost digit on the number line rather. So 3.1 is over here. So first digit towards the left, first integer towards the left of 3.1 is 3. So greatest integer value of 3.1 is 3, right? Hi Arunima, Rajat, great, good evening. Good evening to all of you. Good to see you. So I think you were there on special session, right? So keep coming and keep attending these sessions in case if you missed that first session of number system. So we are revising that, and after the session, of course, you can review that. Hi Siddhant, good evening. Fine. So guys, we are discussing greatest integer value and least integer value. So once again, greatest integer value is the greatest integer smaller than or equal to the given number. The simple rule once again is if the number is an integer, the greatest integer value will be number itself. For example, what is the greatest integer value of -2? Of course, it's -2. But what is the greatest integer value of -3.4? So please put 3.4 on the number line. So of course, -3.4 will be over here. Now, which is the first integer towards the left of -3.4? It's -4, right? Yeah. So this greatest integer value of -3.4 will be -4. So have you all understood this? Can you quickly show me a thumbs up, everyone? No, if you are in my session, then please be prepared with that button. You will have to show me the thumbs up. Rajat, greatest integer value for -3.4 is -4. Correct. Okay. Fine guys, so let's understand least integer function, least integer value. Many a times this kind of questions have been asked where you require to use this number line concept. So it's always a good idea to make sure that we have thorough understanding to this one. Right. Okay. So guys, least integer value of any number is smallest integer greater than or equal to the given integer. Once again, the same rule. If I ask you to find out least integer value of 3, it will be 3 because 3 itself is an integer. Straight away write down. Okay, if I ask you to find out least integer value of -2, it will be again -2 because -2 is also an integer, though it's a negative integer, but it's an integer, right? So the least integer value will be -2 itself. But if I ask you to find out least integer value of 4.5, so what you'll do is just put that 4.5 on the number line. Okay, now this is not an integer, so you will find out the rightmost first integer for this one. So which is the first integer on the right hand side of 4.5? It's 5. So the least integer value of 4.5 is 5. Okay, then least integer value of say -3.9. So what is the least integer value of -3.9? So of course -3.9 will be somewhere over here at this point. So let me just write down -3.9. Okay, so which is the first integer towards the right of -3.9? Of course it's -3. So least integer value of -3.9 is -3. Yes, are you all able to understand this, guys? Okay, so please write yes in the chat box so that I'll come to know that you have understood this. And yeah, do not forget to press the like button. I always like if you like my videos. So we have that like button facility over here. So do not forget to press the like button. In fact, you can always ask your friends and family members to like this video also. Right. So, okay, let's go to the next part. Now, before we go ahead, as I have been telling you that in case if you haven't downloaded this Unacademy app, please do it and you can attend my special sessions every day in the evening I conduct some special sessions on Unacademy platform, which you can watch, which you can attend using this Unacademy app. So please do it, and you will get plenty of other advantages once you download the app. So let's look at some exercise. Now we have understood the modulus, greatest integer value, least integer value. So we can definitely solve these questions, right? Hi Vedantika, good to see you. Good evening, everyone. So please try to solve this question and then type the answer in the chat box. First question. Try for this. Modulus of 3.2. What is modulus of 3.2? Of course, it's 3.2 itself. What is modulus of minus 3.2? It's 3.2. Now, what is the greatest integer value of 3.2? So greatest integer means we will check whether this number is an integer or not. So this number is not an integer. So we will look at the first integer towards the left hand side of 3.2. Of course, it's 3. So we'll write plus 3. And then greatest integer value of minus 3.2. So on the left hand side of minus 3.2, the first integer will be minus 4. So we'll write minus 4 over here, right? So now you just need to add them up. So 3.2 plus 3.2 is 6.4 plus 3, 9.4 minus 4, it will be 5.4. Did you get this answer? Everyone, you should have got answer as 5.4. Please verify your answer. Great. Good. I'm sure many of you have got this answer. Now try for the second question. Everyone, once again, if you want, you can take about 10 seconds time, not more than that. This concept should be pretty much in your mind. Greatest integer, it should be the leftmost first integer if the number given is not an integer, and least integer, it should be the rightmost first integer. Right, so just remember it that way. So greatest integer of minus 4.8, leftmost first integer minus 5, into least integer of 3.2, so rightmost first integer it's 4, into greatest integer of 3.2, leftmost first integer it's 3, into least integer of minus 4.8, so rightmost first integer it is minus 4. Yes, do you all agree with me, everyone? So now you just need to multiply these numbers. It's a straight multiplication. So this minus will get cancelled off. So 5 4s are 20, 3s are 60, 4s are 240. Isn't this correct? Have you got this answer? Everyone, please tell me in the chat box. I'm waiting for your answer. Right. Good. So few of you have got it correct, and it's good to see you. I mean, 9 o'clock is a perfect time to attend this math session, isn't that? I'm sure you are done with all your chill out and other activities, so this is the perfect learning time. So be here every day at 9 o'clock for my daily life sessions on CAT, and we are going to quickly finish up the number system. Then we'll take up other areas like arithmetic, algebra, geometry, and modern maths. So your quantitative ability will be taken care by me. In fact, we are also starting with logical reasoning and data interpretation sessions from Monday. So please subscribe to this channel so that, and press the bell icon. So whenever we schedule some sessions, you will get immediate notification for that. Right. Correct. Rajat, you made a mistake. So rectify, 240 is correct answer. Fine, guys. Now try for this third question quickly. Third question. Now it should be a cakewalk. Just be careful that it's modulus of greatest integer value. So greatest integer value of minus 3.2. Again, look at the left side, leftmost integer, it's minus 4, and modulus of minus 4, it's 4, right? So it's going to be 4. So this is going to be 4. Okay, plus look at the innermost bracket, minus 3.2, modulus of minus 3.2, of course it's 3.2, and then greatest integer value of 3.2. So we will look at the leftmost digit, which is 3. So this is going to be 3. So 4 plus 3, it's going to be 7. This result has to be 7. Are you getting this result, everyone? Yep, keep solving. So, and then try for this fourth question now. Are you all there? Yeah, I'll definitely share it in the group, guys. Absolutely. Try for this fourth question now. So, modulus of 3.2 minus 4.8. What is the distance between these two numbers? It's 1.6. See, please understand this. You will not look at this minus sign. There will always be minus sign. As I mentioned earlier, mod of x minus a means distance of x from a. Okay, it's distance of x from a. So distance of 3.2 from 4.8, it's 1.6 units, right? It will always be positive, and then modulus of that, so again it will be positive, and we need to find out now least integer value of 1.6. So we will look at the rightmost integer for 1.6, so it is going to be 2. So this answer has to be 2. Yes, have you all got this answer? So I'm sure all of you have understood this concept of modulus. I'm going to show you some challenging question now. Okay, so are you all ready for some more challenging questions? They are going to be tricky questions, okay? And sometimes in CAT and other entrance exam, they ask you this kind of one-liners, but then it will be slightly tricky. So you'll have to be cautious about that. Fine, so let's look at this question. In fact, this is a simple question and the tricky questions will start afterwards. You just need to tell me whether it's true or false. So there are exactly 30 integer values of x such that mod of x is less than or equal to 15. Are there 30 values which satisfy this relationship? Guys, check that. Can I say if I take x equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 15, the modulus of that will always be less than or equal to 15. So these are 15 values. Same way, if I take minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 up to minus 15, again modulus of this will always be less than 15, isn't that? So again these are 15 more numbers, so total 30 ho gaye na? Can I say there are 30 numbers? Is this statement true? Tell me, type it in the comment box. Is this true or false? Type your answer in the chat box. Then I'll disclose. Because most of the students make a mistake over here. Guys, this statement is not true. Because 1 to 15, these are 15 numbers. Minus 1 to minus 15, these are again 15 numbers. What about 0? What is modulus of 0? Can I say it is also less than or equal to 15? So this is one more number. So total number of numbers are 31. There are 31 numbers which satisfy this relationship. There are 31 possible values of x. In fact, if you want to check it once again, you can think it this way. You know, this can be considered as mod of x minus 0 should be less than or equal to 15. That means x can take any value whose distance from 0 is less than or equal to 15 units. So let me put 0 over here on number line. Now, if I take any number up to 15, their distance will always be less than or equal to 15. If I take any number up to minus 15, their distance from 0 will always be less than or equal to 15. What about 0 itself? So that is also there, correct? So even distance of 0 from 0 is 0. So that is also less than or equal to 15. So there are 31 values. So this statement is false. This is a false statement. Yeah, that's a common mistake which most of the students make. So please be careful about this. Okay. Now guys, think about the second question and tell me the answer quickly. What's your answer for second question? It's true or false? I'm waiting, guys. It should not take more time. I mean, you need to think numbers quickly. Mod of x plus y is less than or equal to 10. Then x into y is always less than or equal to 100. Is it true? So I might be tempted to take these values. If I take x1, y will be 9, or if I take x2, y will be 8, or if I take x3, y will be 7. Okay, so 1 plus 9, it will be equal to 10. I'm not crossing that limit. 2 plus 8 is also, 10, not beyond that. So this multiplication will be 9. This multiplication will be 16. If you take, 5 plus 5, in fact, if you take x as 5 and y as 5, so this multiplication will be 25. So can I say this product x and y will always be less than or equal to 100? Is it true? Yeah, looks like true, isn't that? You take any two numbers, even if you take, for example, here if I take x as 0.5 and y as 9.5. So what is 0.5 into 9.5? This result will be even smaller. Of course, you can see a pattern when you are bringing x and y closer to each other, the multiplication is going up, right? So if I am reducing x and y values, so this product should be less than 9, isn't that? It's very simple. But the answer is false. If this one, then you will say can't be determined, CBD. It's not true, by the way. It's can't be determined. It may be true, it may be false. So can you tell me in which case it goes false? For which values of x and y will it be false? Can you prove it wrong? Please tell me quickly. For which values of x and y can we say that this is not true? This should become false. Guys, have you given that x and y are positive? Is it necessary to take x and y positive? No, nothing is mentioned. We are assuming that x and y are positive. We didn't think about negative number. What if I take x as something like 100 and y as minus 100? What is 100 minus 100? It's 0. Can I say 0 is less than 10? Yes, that's correct. Now if I take this product 100 into minus 100, right, and then modulus of this, so this is going to be negative 10,000 and modulus of that will be positive 10,000 and it will be greater than 100. So this is proven wrong. So this statement may be true, it may be false. So that's why we'll say it cannot be determined, right? Have you all understood this point? Guys, show me quickly a thumbs up and please press the like button. If you have understood this point, then press the like button. Everyone, quickly. Okay, so just for your information, in case if you miss my special session today on Unacademy platform, I'm also going to conduct tomorrow 2 sessions on Unacademy platform. One of the session is from 5 to 6 and another session is from 6 to 7, 6:15 to 7:15. And in the second session, that is 6:15 to 7:15 session, I'm going to discuss about the preparation strategy for CAT. Then I'll tell you about different colleges, the good colleges under CAT, their cutoffs, and I'll address your query related to MBA admission process. So please be there for this session. Okay, do not miss out that session. And that's the reason I told you quickly that you can download that Unacademy app and you can follow me by the name Ronak Kumar Shah. So you will find me over there with the name Ronak Kumar Shah. Just follow me and you will be able to attend all my sessions, all my special classes, which are free. You really don't need to take any subscription to attend those free sessions. Great, guys. So let's look at one more question. Now this is again a tricky question. Can there be two irrational numbers p and q? Do you understand what are the irrational number? Root 2, root 3. Even if I take minus root 2, it will be an irrational number only. So all of these are irrational number p and q such that both p plus q and p into q are rational. Both should be rational. Okay. So for example, if I take p as root 2 and q as root 3. So what is root 2 plus root 3? It can't be solved. This result will also be irrational. In fact, root 2 into root 3, so it will be root 6. So again, this is irrational. Can it ever be rational? Yeah? Tell me. So you need to answer this question in yes or no. So what will be your answer? Yes or no? Can there be two irrational numbers p and q such that both addition of those numbers and product of those numbers will produce a rational result? So is it possible? Type in the chat box. Whether if it's possible, type yes. If it's not possible, type no. I'll come to know. So we have understood, okay, if I take root 2 and root 3, it's not possible. What if I take root 3 as P and root 3 as Q? Because it's not mentioned that P and Q are different. So they can be same rational numbers also, right? So can I say this product will be 3 and 3 is a rational number. 3 is a rational number. Hi Nicole, you are late today. What happened? Arunima, you are saying it's true. So can you tell me in which situation it's true? In which situation it's true? Because if I take P as root 3 and Q as root 3, then the result will be 3, which is a rational number. But what about this one? Root 3 plus root 3, it's 2 root 3. This is still an irrational number. Can we get a rational result over here for P plus Q? We are not getting. See, if I take P as root 3 and Q as minus root 3, right? So root 3 minus root 3 कितना हो जाएगा? 0 हो जाएगा कि नहीं? And 0 is a rational number. In fact, if you take P as root 3 and Q as minus root 3, then the product will also be equal to minus 3, which is again a rational number. So yes, it's possible. And see, look at the question. Can there be two irrational numbers? So yes, there can be. So I'll say yes to this one. So please note down this value for P and Q, right? Okay, Nicole. So fine. You can always, revisit this video after the session and you can cover up for the part that you missed out. So have you all understood this question, everyone? Shall we go to next question? Yes? Okay. So how many integers are there with modulus less than or equal to 7? Guys, this is similar to that question. How many values of x are possible for which mode of x less than or equal to 15? Here, mode of x should be less than or equal to 7. So once again, I can take x value as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 7. Or I can take minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 up to minus 7. Or I can take 0. So 7 values, 7 value and 1 value. Total 15 values. So there are 15 integers possible. How many integers are possible? 15 integers are possible, right? Fine. This was a simple question. So let's look at the next one. Now here there are 4 tricky questions where you will have to actually think. And guys, if you can sail through these questions, trust me, CAT exam number system will be slightly easier for you. Because these are the kind of tricks that is required to use. These are the kind of hurdles that is required to be crossed if you wish to cross that 90 percentile mark in CAT exam. I've seen many students, when they come across such question, they simply give up. They don't try to think. But if you have understood the concept properly, see, we have understood modulus concept, we have understood greatest integer and least integer value concept. So this question should not be a challenge for all of us, right? Okay, so let's quickly look at, so mode of x is less than mode of y. Then what is the relationship between y and x? Is y greater than x, or is y less than x, or is y equal to x? Or you can't establish any relationship between these two. So in that case, you will put a cross sign, right? So you need to put any one of this sign. So please try for this question and quickly tell me. In such question, of course, you will have to do it by trial and error. You will have to take different values, positive value, negative value, decimal values. You will have to try all possible values, because nowhere it's mentioned that x and y are integers or x and y are positive values. Nothing has been mentioned, right? So we'll have to think from all the perspective, right? And that's the key to success. You will have to have broader thinking, everyone. So let me take some values. I need to take values of x and y which satisfy this relationship. So that's the key. Okay, so what values of x and y can I take? I can take x as 2 and I can take y as 3, or I can take x as 2 and I can take y as minus 3 also. Isn't that? So in all this situation, your mode of x will be less than mode of y, right? So if I check for this one, then of course I'll feel that y is greater than x. But if I check for this one, then y will be less than x. So can we establish any definite relationship between these two? No. So we will put a cross sign over here. we can't decide that which variable will be greater. There are multiple possibilities, right? Everyone, are you with me? Have you understood this? Show me a thumbs up in the chat box, please, quickly. Right, that's an indication that you are with me. आप लोग सो तो नहीं गए हो ना? काफी लोग 10 बजे तो खा पी के सो जाते हैं, ऐसा तो नहीं है ना आपके साथ में? Yeah, great. Guys, also tell your friends to come and join this channel so that we have more students over here. Yesterday I mentioned I didn't see your friend. I'm not able to see your friends. So ask them. Arunima, Nicole, Rajat. Rajat, are you there? Where are your special session friends? I'm not able to find them. Parul and Ajay and Niket and all those. So guys, have you all understood this question? Let's go to next one now. It's a similar question. Now be careful and try to give a thought. Try for this question, everyone. If you want, you can pause the video over here and you can try it for at least 20-30 seconds. So mode of x is less than y. Then what can you say about mode of y and mode of x? Right. Guys, now please understand mode of x is less than y. Okay. So if I take x as -2 also, the y has to be something like 2.1, 2.2. Y is always going to be positive because modulus of any number will be either 0 or positive. So y is definitely going to be positive. So if I take x as -2, I'll have to take y as 2.1 or 2.5, 3, something like that, right? Yeah, Rajat, I got it. Good to see you back. So, if you take x as -2, y will be 2.1. If I take x as 2, y will be again 2.1 or something. So ultimately, if you take any value of y, that will always be greater than any value of x, mode of x rather. Okay, so here we can establish a definite relationship. This mode of y will always be greater than mode of x. In fact, you can try with different values. Okay, so you will understand this concept better. So as I was talking about, I have got some really tricky question which will make sure that your number system concepts are completely clear. Okay. Right. Let's take one more question so things will become pretty clear. Once again, here now you are given mode of x minus y and then mode of x and mode of y. Okay. So let me try with different values. Let me take x as 3 and y as 2. So this will be 1 and mode of 3 is 3, mode of 2 is 2. So again 3 minus 2 is also 1. So in this case they are equal, right? But if I take x as 3 and if I take y as -2, so what is 3 minus -2? It's going to be 5. And if I take this one as 3, so mode of 3 will be 3. What is mode of -2? It will be 2. So 3 minus 2 will again be 1. So for these values of x and y, mode of x minus y is coming out to be 5 and mode of x minus mode of y is coming out to be 1. Are you able to understand this? Yeah, Arunima. Okay, fine. Let me explain once again. Mode of x minus mode of y and mode of x minus mode of y. This is the difference. It's x minus y is inside the modulus and over here mode of x, and it's mode of x and mode of y's ka difference. So let me take x as 1. If I take x as 1, let me take x as 3 and let me take y as 2. So what is mode of 3 minus 2? Can I say it's 1? If I take x as 3 and if I take y as 2, so again this is mode of 3 is 3 and mode of 2 is 2. So what is 3 minus 2? Again it's 1. So in this case they are equal. Have you understood this, everyone? Right. So now let me take x as 3 and y as -2. So what will be mode of 3 minus -2? And what will be mode of 3 minus mode of -2? Let's try for this. So if I look at this, 3 minus -2 is 5. So mode of 5 is 5. So this part is coming out to be 5. While mode of 3 is 3 minus mode of -2 is 2. Right. So 3 minus 2 is again 1. So in this case, this is greater. So what I'm saying is this part can be equal to this part, or this part can be greater than this part. Have you understood this point? Right? So again, we can't establish any concrete relationship. Whether it's greater, it's equal, we can't find out that. Are you all clear with this point? Right? Arunima, Rajat, Nicole, Siddhant. Right. Good, good. Keep learning, guys. Let's crack it. So let's take one more question. Yep. Okay. Now see, in this question, you are told that A is greater than B. Then what about 3 by B and 3 by A? If I take A as 3 and B as 2, let me take different values. Let me take A as 3 and B as 1. Okay. So can I say 3 by B, that is 3 by 1, and 3 by A, that is 3 by 3. So definitely this part will be greater. Isn't that? So shall I put a greater sign? Is this true? Do you all agree with this? If this is correct, type yes. If you think no, this is not correct, there is some other possibility, type no in the chat box. Everyone, is this correct? No, this is not correct. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. So, you know, when I take these values of A and B, if I take X as A as 3 and B as 1 in short, if I take both of these A and B positive, then this will be true. But what if I take A as 3 and B as -1? Let's take A as 3 and B as -1. So what will be 3 upon -1? It will be -3. What is 3 upon 3? It's +1. So can I say this is greater now? Right? Even this is possible. Isn't that? Right. So that's why once again we'll put a cross sign. We can't decide unless we know whether both are positive or not. Had both been positive, if I just add one condition that A and B both are greater than 0, then definitely this part will be greater. But since this is not given, so we can't determine, we can't establish any relationship over here. So have you all understood this? Right. Okay. Guys, now try for this one. This is again a simple question, greatest integer, least integer question. So you should be able to quickly find out the answer. Just 5 seconds. Quickly tell me what is the answer. Type in the chat box. Quickly. What is greatest integer value of -6.9? It's -7. What is modulus of -7? 7. Plus modulus of -4.21, +4.21. Greatest integer value of 4.21, it's 4. So what is 7 plus 4? It's 11. You should have written 11 in the chat box. Have you written? Check that. So guys, this is the speed that we required. Once we have understood the concept thoroughly, we should be able to do it very quickly, right? So please try to do it this way. Your mind should be working very fast. Okay. Now we are going to take some different questions, okay, related to numbers only. So yeah, this is a simple question related to odd even numbers. So you are given that y equal to 3 minus 9 plus 15 minus 21. So there are going to be total 21 terms. This is the value of y. So is y cube odd? Yes or no? Please type in the chat box. What is your answer? Is this going to be odd? Is y cube going to be odd, or it's going to be even? Yep. And don't be surprised if you are asked such questions. This is actually a very easy question. But then if I represent it in a different way, it looks very complicated. And this is the beauty of CAT exam. They try to make a simple question look complicated. So almost 80% of the students lose the battle there itself. जो कमजोर दिल वाले होते हैं ना, वो तो वहां पे बेहोश हो जाते हैं. So I really hope it doesn't happen with you, and that kind of confidence comes with proper practice, right? So keep practicing, guys. Yeah. Okay, so this is going to be an odd number. Guys, this is going to be an odd number. Please understand, can I say each of this number is an odd number? 3, 9, 15, 21. So there are going to be 21 odd numbers. Whether you add them or subtract them, doesn't matter. There are going to be 21 odd numbers. So summation of or difference of 21 odd number is going to be odd, and cube of an odd number is again odd. So that's why this is going to be odd. So answer is yes. This is odd. Right. Hi Pratik, how are you? Is this your first session, Pratik? Or have you attended any of my session? Yeah. Good to see you. Fine guys, so this was a simple question. Now let's look at one more question. This is a CAT question. Somewhere in 2006 or 7 they had asked this question, guys. Please type your answer in the chat box. Let me see how many of you get the correct answer. How many digits will be there in the product of this number 100 minus 1, 100 minus 2 up to 100 minus 200? If I simplify this and if I multiply all these numbers, whatever result comes, how many digits will be there in the result? This is what you need to find out. Please type your answer in the chat box. First session. Okay, fine, Pratik. So tell me the answer. Everyone, what is the answer for this question? 3 marks for this question. And trust me, it should take hardly 30 seconds for you to answer this question. So definitely there is a trick over here. Arunima is saying option D. What about other students? Okay, so guys, let me tell you, when I just write down this term, there will be a term over here somewhere in between where you will find 100 minus 100. Now what is 100 minus 100? It's 0. So 1 0 in the product will make all the complete product as 0. So my answer is 0, and 0 is a single digit number. So how many digits will be there in the answer? It's option C. There will be 1 digit in the option. When this question was asked, about 80% students could solve this question, and out of those 80%, almost 79% answered this as 0, because they thought the answer has come out to be 0, so tick mark 0. But then they are not asking what is the answer. They are asking how many digits are there in the answer. So 0 is a single digit result. So answer has to be 1. Have you understood this, everyone? Yep. Okay, so let me show you one more question. Try to solve this question, guys. Sum of the first n prime numbers where n is odd is always. The statement itself is slightly complicated. Sum of the first n prime numbers where n is odd. So just remember this part, n is odd. So let's put some value over here, odd value, 3, 5, 7, something like that. So now what is my question? The sum of first 3 prime numbers is always, or sum of first 5 prime number is always, sum of first 7 prime numbers is always. So let me first write down the prime numbers: 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, and so on and so forth. 17, 19, and so on and so forth. Now if I take first 3 prime numbers, can I say this 2 plus 3 plus 5, it's going to be 10. So it's an even result, right? Same way, if I take first 5 prime numbers up to 11, so this is 10 plus 7, 17 plus 11, 28. Again, this 28 is the result, so it's going to be even. In fact, if you take sum of first n prime numbers where n is odd, the result is going to be always even. It's as simple as that. Now, why is it so? So we know 2 is the only even prime number. Apart from that, all the numbers are going to be odd, right? So if I have taken odd number of prime numbers, right? So suppose I have taken 3 prime numbers. So out of that, 1 is 2, and the remaining 2 prime numbers are odd, which will add up to an even number. So 2 plus an even number will be even. Same way, if I take first 5 prime number, 2, 3, 5, 7, and 11. This 2 is already even, and each of this prime number will make an even number pair. Each of this pair will add up to an even number, right? So that's why summation is always going to be an even number. Have you all understood this? Right. Okay, great guys. Yeah, so try for this question now. Now see, we are taking the digit based questions, right? So I'm sure all of you understand that if I take a 2-digit number AB, then this is called the face value of the number, and the actual value of the number is written as 10A plus B. Please remember this thing in case if you're not aware. So for example, if I am given a question that there is a 2-digit number AB and you are adding 5 to that, so we can't write it this way, AB plus 5, ऐसे नहीं लिख सकते. We always perform mathematical operations with the value of the number. So how will I write if I want to add 5 to this number? I'll write it 10A plus B plus 5. Remember this point. Okay, particularly in the questions where we are talking about digits. If we take 2-digit number as AB, if we take 3-digit number as ABC, and so on and so forth. If you assume the number as X, here we are not talking about digits. We are not interested in separate digits. We are interested in number. So now X is the value of that number. I can straight away add 5 to that. But whenever I am defining the digit of the number, I'll always have to perform the mathematical operations with the value of that number, which will be 10A plus B in case if the number is a 2-digit number. If you take a 3-digit number ABC, then the value of this number will be 100A plus 10B plus C. So please note down this point, right? And try to solve this question. There is a 3-digit number which is 28 times the sum of its digits. The unit digit is twice the tens digit and 3 more than the hundredths digit. I'll show you a couple of ways to solve this question. Okay, first the normal approach and then a shortcut. The normal approach is going to be very much time consuming. Guys, in case if you want, you can pause the video over here and you can just make sure that you have remembered this point. 2-digit number and 3-digit number, right? Okay, great. So now try for this question. Nicole, option A is not correct for this question, by the way. There is a 3-digit number which is 28 times the sum of its digit. Matlab, can I say the number is 28 times sum of the digit? Let me define sum of the digit as so my number is surely divisible by 28. That means my number is divisible by 7 as well as 4. So quickly check out of this number which numbers are divisible by 4. So I can see all the numbers are divisible by 4. Now let's check which of this number is divisible by 7. So there is a very simple divisibility rule for 7. You know, if you want to check whether a number is divisible by 7 or not, and this is what we are going to discuss during our session tomorrow, which is going to be on HCF, LCM and divisibility. Okay, so please be there. So if you want to check whether a number is divisible by 7 or not, what you do is you just pick the last digit, make the double of that, so it's 8, and subtract it from the remaining numbers. So 12 minus 8, it's 4. Since 4 is not divisible by 7, so this number is not divisible by 7. Let's take one more example. Let's pick the last digit, it's 8, make the double of that, it's 16, subtract it from the remaining number, that is 54. So 54 minus 16, it's 38, not divisible. Take the last digit, 6, subtract, make the double of that, that is 12, subtract it from remaining digit, remaining number, that is 33. You know, once we eliminate this 6, so our number is 33. 33 minus 12, it's 21, divisible by 7. So this number is divisible by 7 as well as 4. So chances are that this will be the answer most likely, but there is none of this also, so we may have to solve it completely. Okay, so let's see whether it satisfies all the conditions. So this number is definitely divisible by 28, and then the units digit is twice the tens digit. Yes, units digit is twice the tens digit, and 3 more than the hundredths digit. Yes, so it's there. And if you check 3 plus 3, 6 plus 6, 12, 12 into 28 करेंगे तो हमें 336 मिल जाएगा. मतलब ये सही आंसर है. So this is the trial and error approach, right? Rajat, actually the surds and indices class was conducted in the afternoon. So the video is available on this channel. You can please look at that video. Okay, so today in the afternoon, in fact every day in the afternoon at 2 o'clock I conduct daily live sessions on basics of mathematics. At 9 PM I conduct on the advanced level of CAT. Advanced level तो नहीं कह सकते, of course I am going from basics, but I complete the CAT concepts in the 9 PM class. and I cover the basic concepts in the afternoon 2 p.m. class. In fact, I also conduct one more session in the morning at 10 a.m. and during that I talk about different things like strategy for CAT and paper pattern for CAT and the colleges under SNAP, colleges through NMAT, the placements and specializations. So I talk on many things in the morning 10 o'clock session. So all these sessions you can, if you want, you can attend daily live and you can ask me your doubts over there in the session itself, or after the session you can check the recorded video also, right? Great. Okay, so guys, this is the shortcut. Okay, but what is the normal method? So a 3-digit number is 28 times sum of its digit. So if I go by normal method, it will be something like this. Let me take the 3-digit number as ABC. So value of this 3-digit number will be 100A plus 10B plus C, and it is 28 times sum of the digits, that is 28 times A plus B plus C. Now we'll have to simplify this and let's see what happens. So of course this will be written as 28A plus 28B plus 28C. What also we have been given is units digit. In fact, why don't we replace this one before we simplify? So we are also told that units digit is twice the tens digit and 3 more times the hundredths digit. So let me take hundredths digit. This is the hundredths digit. Let me take this as X. Okay, or this is already A. So units digit will be 3 more than this one. Okay, the hundredths digit, and this digit will be twice of this one. So twice of A plus 3. That is, you can say 2A plus 6. And we can plug in all these values over here and we can solve it. So again, we'll get value of ABC. Answer will be your 336. This is going to be slightly complicated, right? But if you want, you can solve it this way also. Yes, everyone, have you all understood this part? Fine. So Pratik, are you there? I didn't see anything. I didn't hear anything from you. Quickly show me a thumbs up if you are there, Pratik. Great, guys. Okay, fine. So let's take one more question. Everyone. So this is the last question for today. When digit 3 was written on the right side of a 2-digit number to create a 3-digit number, the new number, that is the new 3-digit number, found to be 372 more than the previous number, that is the 2-digit number. Find the sum of the digits of the original number. You know, in such questions, they'll always ask you to find out sum of the digits or which is the largest digit or something like that. Because if they give you the options, we will quickly solve the question like we solved in the previous question. Straight away, we'll tick mark 336. So most of the students prefer to go by answer option if they disclose the options directly. But then if they ask you if the options are summation of the digits, you can't do anything in this. You will have to solve that question. Unless you get some some rough calculation by trial and error, you can figure out that number, but it will be really complicated. Okay, so let's go by simple method. If you can solve this question, guys, trust me, you can solve any such digit related questions, as simple as that. And it is also called word based problem. So in exams like SNAP, NMAT and CMAT, and if you are also taking MAT or something like that, they ask you lots of word based problems where the situation will be described in words and you will have to create an equation and you will have to solve it. Okay, so please understand this question thoroughly. When a digit 3 was written on the right side of a 2-digit number, so let me take a 2-digit number AB. Now if I write digit 3 on the right side of this 2-digit number, that means if I put 3 at the units place and if I make it a 3-digit number, right, the new number found to be 372 more than the previous number. So let me just write down the value of this number. It's 10A plus B, and the new number will be 100A plus 10B plus 3. This 3 will be as it is. We are multiplying this digit by 100, we are multiplying this digit by 10, we are multiplying this digit by 1. So this is how we get the value of the number. So this is my new number, which is 372 more than the previous number. So I'll have to add 372 in this one to get this result. So this is the equation. Have you all understood this equation? You know, forming the equation is very important. You should be able to comprehend the given data. So this is what we are trying to do in this question. Right. So 100A plus 10B plus 372 is equal to the new number, that is 100A plus 10B plus C. Now see, this question is again going to be tricky. If I just simplify this, so what will I get? 100A plus B plus, sorry, 10A plus B plus 372 is equal to the same 100A plus 10B, 100A plus 10B plus 3. I'm just rewriting this equation. Now this 10A will be subtracted from 100A, this B will be subtracted from 10B, and this 3 will be subtracted from 372. So what will I get on left hand side? Let me just write it over here. On the left hand side I'll get 372 minus 3, so it is 369, which is equal to, on the right hand side I'll get 100A minus 10A, so I'll get 90A plus 10B minus B, I'll get 9B. Yes, are you all able to understand this point? Fine. Now let's divide this complete equation by 9. So 41 into 9 is 369. So when I divide both sides by 9, I'll get 41 is equal to 10A plus B. Guys, can I say 10A plus B is nothing but a 2-digit number AB? So value of that 2-digit number is 41. So that's the answer. So what is the sum of these digits? 4 plus 1, it's 5. So my answer is 5. Option B. That's the answer. Have you all understood this question? Guys, once again, show me a thumbs up and press the like button. Everyone, press the like button if you have understood this question. Yep, that's better. So I hope you found this session fruitful. Now before we wind up, guys, let me quickly tell you something about this Plus subscription. So if you avail the Plus subscription, in case if you don't know about this, then you will get access to the mock test series, leaderboard, and personal interaction. In fact, if you can't go for Plus subscription right now, then what you can do is you can simply download the app and you can install it. You can select the course, the goal. You need to select the goal over there. So you can select your goal as CAT, and you can, by just that, you can attend my sessions. You can just follow me on this Unacademy platform by the name Ronak Shah. If you wish to go for Plus subscription, you will get 10% discount if you use this referral code. This is a limited period offer, so please go ahead for this one quickly. And these are our other courses. Once again, download the app and like, share, and subscribe our channel. Please do me a small favor. If you can post this channel URL on your Facebook page, that would be really helpful, because we want to reach out to as many people as possible. Okay, and you can always subscribe to our Telegram channel. As I mentioned, by Monday I'm going to upload all the lecture notes over there, right? So till then, adios from my end. Hope you would have enjoyed the session. Thank you guys. See you tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning. So tomorrow my sessions are 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and 9 o'clock on this YouTube. And I'm also going to take special sessions on Unacademy platform, which you can attend through your app or your computer by logging to Unacademy platform. And over there, I'm going to conduct session at 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock. So you can just check about this different sessions so that you can maximize your